Hey guys, how's it going? Today's gonna be a fun day. We're gonna jump into Unity and we're gonna do a fun, beautiful, exciting tree house, but it's gonna be kind of creepy because they're gonna be zombie bodies hanging in the tree house, which is always fun. So we're gonna do that before we get started, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be sure to comment below your favorite time code from today's live stream. That would be awesome. And don't forget, download that free 2D game kit. Let's get started. Wait, what? The 2D game kit is below. Come on. Hey guys, let's go. All right, so here's what we have so far. Let's see here. So like last week, we got these beautiful hanging bodies, which is, again, always wonderful. This is exactly what you want to put in every single game. If you put a hanging body in your game, you're immediately going to become a millionaire. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. We're going to go into this forest here, and we're going to start creating some beautiful tree houses, and then also some bounce pads. I think we're going to do giant mushrooms that are kind of poisoned, that launch you up in a puff of smoke, and you can land on these tree houses. There's nothing funner than not only having a game where you're running really fast and you can jump, but also games with jump pads. So that's what we're going to do. Hey guys, come on in. Come on in. Woo. This whole year, allergies have been so bad. I think it's probably a bad immune system from last year, but I can't say that. Shh. So let's go into Blender, and we're going to go to this tree house, or this tree here. Double click on Blender. Or the blend file. Hello, Alec. Welcome, welcome. All right. All right, let's open up this blend file really quick here. What in the world? Ah, there we go. Okay. You didn't miss much. We're just making who said that? Toxicron? You didn't miss much. Just created a beautiful forest. Okay, let's open this up in Blender. There we go. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to this tree here, and we're going to create a cylinder. Okay. Go to object mode, add mesh. Oh, come on, Thomas, what are you doing? Cylinder. And the reason I'm not just downloading an asset for this is because I want the cylinder to wrap around, just kind of like, is it Return of the Jedi? Yeah. In Return of the Jedi, what are the bears called? They live in the village in the trees. I've always wanted to create a 3D version of this because I've done it in 2D before. So let's see here. Where is it? Here it is, all the way down here. Okay, I'm gonna guess 10. Yeah, that's it. Good. Okay, that's all we want. There it is. Let's see here. Scale it up. Ooh, yeah. And we're just gonna bring it up to, let's see here. Scale up to about right there. Okay, good. Bring it down right there. Scale it up. And then just drop down the Z. Just like that. Good. Yeah, Ewoks. I should know this. When Star Wars was, wait for it. When Star Wars was actually good. Oh, Thomas sounds like a boomer. I know. But I don't care anymore. All right, we're going to apply all the transforms here. And then we're going to simply copy this, scale it down, Whoops. Nope. First, we got to set the origin. Okay. Origin, geometry to origin, or origin to geometry. There we go. Copy, paste, scale it down, and then scale up. Whoop. There we go. And that should do it, donkey. So there we go. And then we're going to go back to, I say back to because I always end up doing this. I wish they would save it, but they don't. But we got to go to the preferences, go to our add-ons, and go to the bowl tool. There it is. And it's enabled. Awesome. And then F3. Oh, hello. Bowl tool, difference. Nope, wrong. Boop, boop. F3, bowl tool, difference. Boop. There we go. All right. So we have this beautiful platform here. And all we got to do now is create some beams to connect it to the tree. And we got ourselves a platform for the tree. I think it's a little too, let's see here. A little too thick. I'll do something like that. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Let me bring it up a little bit like this. Save it. How many of you are working on a game right now? I'd love to hear. All right. Add cube. We're just going to bring it all the way up here, right here. There we go. And this is going to all be one mesh because I don't want it to be too complicated. It's just platforms. That's all it is. Brento, you working on a game, bud? That's cool. There we go. And we're just going to scale down. There we go. Scale. And it's just going to be connected to this tree. That's all we're doing here, guys. Nothing crazy. And might as well just mirror it. I don't see why not. Across the... that didn't work. How about this? I don't know why that didn't work. Anyway, copy, paste, drag over. Oh, come on, Thomas. What are you doing? Yep, good. There we go. Rotate. And boom. One there, join, copy, paste, rotate along the, well, set the origin to the center of the geometry and then rotate. There we go. Set it to 90 and we got ourselves a tree house. Nothing crazy here, guys. That's about it. That's all we wanted to do. The only piece of geometry that matters to me is this right here in terms of the UV. So these I don't really care about. They're just going to be black. But let's go ahead and join those together. What I've joined together, really you shouldn't let any man separate it. Most of you don't even know what I'm talking about. Maybe you do. It's stupid. But I am a dad. Okay. Material? Nope. Let's actually do this. We're gonna go Smart UV project. Let's see. Let's double check here. See if that did anything for us. It did. All right, we're good to go. That looks great. Might as well do it to the Might as well do it to these two as well. So we're gonna join. Actually, let's join all these together. Then go to edit mode and then just unwrap it. Smart. Okay. Sweet. So that's really all that matters. I'm gonna make sure we apply a material though, and it's gonna be called Treehouse. Assign it. And this actually, believe it or not, is not going to be part of the tree. Okay, so I'm gonna, save the tree with this deleted. We don't want it. All we need is this. Save. Okay, and then go back in time, delete this, and then bring this down, and just put it right smack dab at the center there. And then I'm going to scale it up just a little bit, and then let's see. Well, no, we're going to keep this the size it was, and Love a 64. Good job. Let's go to, well, let's save it. My head feels like a balloon. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. I get sick all the time. Treehouse. That's our blend file. Treehouse. Save it. Boop. There we go. And then also we need to make sure we go to the edit mode. Everything's good. Okay, we're going to export this UV layout, right? We're just going to call this Treehouse UV. That's it. Good. Doesn't need to be a beautiful, amazing size. It's fine. That's what she said. Let's go to Unity here and take a look. So let's move the player over first and foremost. There's our controller. We're going to bring him over towards this beautiful treehouse zone. Good. There we go. Is he going to fall onto the ground? Nope, he's going to fall from the sky, which is always totally fine. I like doing that. Toxicaron says, Thomas, do you have children? If so, they're disease-breeding machines. Correct. Thank you. I forgot. It's true. It's so true. I just realized it. Oh, man. I guess I could just maybe like quarantine in my office, make games till I'm like 24. Not me, until my kids are like 24. What do you think? That's a great idea, Thomas. All right, let's drag the treehouse in. Oh, I feel like garbage today. Like my head, it just feels like, what do you think about a good metaphor? My head feels like, well, I guess Sebulba at the end of the pod race. Let's drag this up. All right. By the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit, click below. It's totally free. My treat to you. You can use it however you like. And just remember, I used this same game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in just 14 days. That was a really fun day. Well, when I got to play it with him. Making the game, not so much. But feel free to download that. You can use it however you like, commercially or, well, actually, you want to know something? We're good. Enrique says, my subwoofers felt that burp. Oh, man. Okay. So what am I doing here? Yes. Let's bring the platform down here. I really want the platform to be able to be jumped on at its lowest level. All right. There's our UV. We're going to open this up in Photoshop. Let's drag it down. Go to Photoshop. There we go. We're going to save this as a PSD. PSD stands for Photoshop Document. Just figured if there's anything you should walk away from this live stream, just know that's what it stands for. Photoshop Document. All right. Let's save that as a Let's save that as a PSD. If you haven't liked this video, guys, like the video right now. 3, 2, let's do it at once. 1, like. There we go. Good job, guys. Look at the likes going up. Woo! If you didn't participate, you're selfish. Consuming free content without even giving me anything in return. Okay, I'm just kidding, obviously. Kind of. Let's go to the brown. Let's go to the brown. Let's add brown to the scene here. Actually, you want to know something? It's not going to be brown. Let's go to the actual pine tree here. And you'll see we have this texturing here. So it's actually gray. So I kind of want to match that. Let's see here. I'm going to go to pexels.com. Let's go to pexels.com. All right. Planks. How about just plank? Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, that's, I mean, we could try. We could see what that looks like. Let's add this plank into the Photoshop document. Please, somebody put this time code in the comments after this video. This is going to be great. I would... All right, so we've got this plank image here. Just adding a little bit of texture here, you know. All right, we save that out and go to Unity here. And let's see here, where's our plank? Well, we have the treehouse material, so we need to extract the materials. Extract the materials now. There we go. And there it is. And now we just drag it in. Whoop. Okay, that's great. Really, really great. So we've got plank texture here. Honestly, beautiful plank. So we can test it out. Let's add a little mesh collider here. And let's see if we can, well, you know, I don't even know if we could jump on it, to be honest. So let's pull it down. Just about right there. It's towards the center. Let's take a look and see how how the plank looks. I need to make sure I credit these textures. I don't want to get sued. Where's our planks? Where is it? What? She's being shy. Let's see. I'm so lost. There it is. So do you guys want to keep it or do we want to remove it? What do you think? Oh man. Anyways. I love being me. And it, you know what? I don't even know if I would have done that if I wasn't a dad. Dad jokes all day long. Dad puns all day long. Okay, here we go. So we've got this plank of wood here. There we go. That's perfect. Copy this. I had a dream where there was a pinstripe there was pinstripe 1 and then pinstripe 2. That sounds like a nightmare to me because I don't ever want to touch that game again. For those of you who don't know, I made a game called Pinstripe, which was my first commercial release. It's available on every platform if you want to play it. It has great reviews, actually. Believe it or not, it has great reviews. So, in my opinion, the planks should they should do this, honestly. They should start here, scale down, and then they should do a little perspective warp in here. Does this make sense? How would one texture this? I would do it actually like this because it's a retro game and we can get away with a lot of crap. Pinstripe was, one of you asked, was it Pip? You asked, was Pinstripe a nightmare to make? Oh, yeah. That game was a nightmare. That's why one of my videos I recently posted, it says that making a 3D game is actually easier than making a 2D game. Granted, every game is going to have mistakes. Every game is going to be kind of a nightmare, but in particular, 2D games can be a real pain in the butt because of what's called, well, it's not that smart, but, well, artistic cohesion. This is so much easier to be artistically cohesive in a 3D game, especially a retro one, as opposed to, well, like a 2D game where you're, we're just going to put that right there. Honestly, I don't really care. Yeah, a 2D game, you got to be much more artistically cohesive. All right, merging the layers down, dropping the hue saturation down to 0. Saving it. Whoop, I just pressed a button. You never know what that's going to do during a live stream, you know what I mean? Okay. So we've got this texture here. And now, remember, we were talking about this earlier, artistic cohesion. It means that I can go to the Treehouse UV and let's say go to point no filter and then drop down to 128, and it's going to give us that pixelated look. See that? Awesome blossom. So there's our platform. Pretty cool. I actually really like it. So where's our controller? We're going to take a look at this. And this is important, guys, because if we can add elevation to the level, we're not just walking. We have to require jumping and moving and collecting keys at the top of this forest, which is going to be really cool. I'm a big fan of level design that involves a lot of height. This is why I like games like Doom. Not that there's a lot of height in Doom, but it requires you to jump. You can't just walk. Whereas games like can you even jump in 007 GoldenEye? I think you can. Yeah, right? I don't even know if you can. I can't remember. But I know that that game didn't require a lot of jumping. You kind of just move, you know? Oh, itchy belly. Sorry, that was weird. Let's keep going. There we go. This feels great, honestly. It's just very simple stuff like this, and you got yourself a retro platform. Pretty cool. I think it kind of needs a little bit of darkness, so let's go back to Photoshop here. And I'm actually going to throw in some pretty dark. This is actually a really fun trick, guys. Watch this. If you're ever trying to make a shadow of like a groove in something, or let's say like even a shirt, like if you had a shirt and you had a shirt on top of another shirt, what you could do is create the appearance of depth by inverting on one side and having black on the other side, merging the layers together, and just watch this. This is going to be cool. It's going to make it look like there's grooves in the wood, right? Merge these layers together, drop them down, and then remove the UV, save. And hopefully when we hit play, we're going to see some grooves in the wood. What did I tell you? You guys need to listen to me. So I probably need to scale them down, though, so let's do that. And I don't want them to be too distinct, honestly. The reason why is because I don't want to have to deal with the UV. I really don't want to deal with the UV over here, right? Of the wood pieces, like it's like that, and then it goes down. I don't want to deal with that. So thinner, bring it up. Let's see. Yep, that's about it. They merge the layers together, drop down the opacity like this. Save it. There we go. And we can actually test it in real time. So there we go. Pretty cool. Well, that's what I mean right here is I don't want to deal with the edges, so I think I'm fine with it being super crispy like this. Why can I? There we go. Okay. All right, so here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have these platforms, first and foremost, I wanted them to be a prefab, right? So let's go ahead and save those as a prefab. I owe Hector $20. Hector, are you in the chat? I told him 2 weeks ago I was not going to say let's go ahead and, because that's my tick, and I just said it. So Hector, you get $20. But if you're not here, then you're missing out. So maybe it's my lucky day. All right, let's drag Treehouse in here. This is going to be a prefab variant. Drag it. And then this guy will be over here, over there. And then like this. Yep. So that's good. And then what you can do is actually just sort of raise them up like this. Pretty high. It sucks because, you know, there's pieces of wood that are coming through. So we kind of need to figure out how to deal. I have an idea. Here's what we're going to do. Let's go to Blender here and put a hole in it. Then we can rotate it whenever there's like a plant or a branch coming through, and we don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? So let's go to Add Mesh Cylinder. We're going to do, let's see, top view. Whoops, there we go. And we're going to put it like this, scale it up, and then we can just cut through. See? Watch this. Object. This is a bad idea. I think this is a bad idea. Let's take a look. We'll try it out and see what we get. I kind of feel like what I should do. What's the solution here? I think I have a better idea. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it this way. Go to the cylinder here, then go to the pine tree here. Don't save. See you later. And then we're going to go to this here. We don't want them to be so tall. As beautiful as these are, we don't want them to be so tall, right? So let's go to modeling mode, wireframe mode, and we're just going to start dropping them down so that there's room. There's always needs to be some room to put a platform. See? So we'll have room right there. I'm sorry, guys. Will you forgive me? So we're going to drop down that. These are a little bit too tall. We need some room. So we can have, well, we could do something like this. And then one right here. Just drop them down like this. So there's room. There's level room here. There's room here. There's room here that can go up. Well, room here. And then room here. And then obviously plenty of room up here. So we have plenty of room to put platforms now. Okay, see you later, Toxicron. Thanks for joining us. What? What happened? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. So that one looks weird right there. I wonder why that's happening. Let's take a look. Let's go to side view. Well, it's so weird. Look. Oh, look. That's why. So we need to pull this here. Thomas, you gotta be careful. And then just scale it. Okay, I think that's good. All right, save it out. Let's take a look. All right, I think there's a lot more room now to put these platforms. So good. Okay, what? That didn't work. What the heck? Hold on. So let's pan around here. I'm forgetting how to pan. Hold on. Yeah, there's no real room. I think we need to do it, honestly. Let's go to the platform and I'll show you. When you go to the treehouse, sure, we'll save it. That's fine, I guess. But what I need to do is I need to go to the modeling, and I need to put a cut pretty much. Let's see here. Go to edit mode. And I actually think I'm going to cut through right here. Why can't I? Hold on. There we go. So it would be something like this. This sucks, but whatever. We need to cut right here to right here. There we go. So now we can cut that piece off so that we can rotate it. Stop it. We can rotate it around. Yep. Delete faces. All right. And then delete these. We can hit save and just see if it still works. We might need to remap it though. Let's see. No, we're good. What do you think about that, guys? Do we think that that looks weird? I think it does. I think it looks weird. Let's hit play. It kind of looks weird. Okay, save it. Go back to we're gonna make it so that the trees work. Otherwise, guys, the pine tree branches are gonna fly through the platform, and we don't want that, right? So let's figure out what to do here. It's mainly this one here. So I'm gonna take them all and just squash them down. Why didn't I just do that? Oh, I'm so stupid sometimes. It's so weird how dumb I can be sometimes. Okay, so now we have room for a platform there. We have room for a platform right there, although we could probably bring this down a little bit. What about there? Platform there, good. Okay, Thomas. Now we're ready to go. Let's bring this down like this. Good, and save it out. Hopefully that'll fix the problem. Oh. Okay, good. All right, let's raise up this platform so we could copy it. You raise me up. Don't spill your drink. There we go. Okay, right there. Save it out. Hit play. When skies are gray. I think that's two different songs. So, cool. All right, let's go to our... Okay, good. All right, so now I want to do like warty bounce pads. Okay, you guys know I like this stuff. So we're going to do warty bounce pads. So let's go into Blender and create some warty bounce pads. All right, here we go. Go to Blender. They're gonna look kind of like pimples. I'm gonna do my very best to make them look exactly like a huge pimple coming out of the ground. That's always the goal with any game, is you want to make sure that there's pus-filled sacks coming out of the ground. If you do that, you've got a viral hit on your hands. So let's go to General here. We'll crop this out or delete these, because you're supposed to in Blender. It's actually one of the first steps in Blender is to delete everything that they give you by default. We're going to go to UV Sphere here. We're going to do 10 by 5. That's annoying. I don't like how people show up in the chat and pretend to be other people. It's not my favorite thing. You know who I'm talking to. Don't do that. It's annoying. All right, let's go to our little pimple here. And I can actually just make this look kind of like a pimple already just by doing this and then deleting this. And then right here, let's see here. There we go. And then this. All right. And then pimples have a little bit more like, yep. And then drop this down just like that. Look at this. We've already got ourselves a pimple, and it was that good and that fast and that easy and that wonderful. Okay, select them all. I'm getting good at this. We're going to set the origin. Actually, let's extrude one more down. And that just gives us plenty of room to sort of dig it into the snow, you know? So there's this beautiful pimple, and when you jump on it, you're going to bounce, okay? And this is going to be, honestly, this is probably going to be one of the best features. All right. Probably one of the best features in the game. Let's save it out. Stop slouching. right. We're going to save this as pimple bouncer dot blend. But Thomas, there's pimple bouncers in Pinstripe. Yeah, I know. Welcome, Pepe. How are you, buddy? That's right. We're going to make a pus-tastic pimple. We could probably scale these down, though, like that. Just so there's, yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to unwrap this, but it's not going to be anything special, right? All you got to do is, boop, there we go. And we've got ourselves, that didn't work. There we go. There's our pimple. All right, let's export this out. Export the UV layout out. See, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to use assets as often as I possibly can. But as I've grown in Blender, I'm not perfect, but I've grown a lot. It's so much fun doing modeling. But the thing is, I don't even know if I could find a pimple on the asset store. Well, let's look. You guys want to see if there's a pimple on the asset store? I'm worried about looking this up, but we're going to look it up. You guys ready? Pimple. I wonder what kind of wonderful goodies we're going to find. You never really know. No results. Surprise, surprise. Maybe I should create a pimple pack on the asset store. Would anyone buy it? Let me know in the chat. It's kind of a spiritual successor to Pinstripe. It really is, because the game is like, it's so similar. You're rescuing your daughter from an evil cult. It's so similar. But it's got totally different themes, very different themes. Okay, anyway, this is going to be Pimple, Bouncer, UV, Export UV Layout. We're going to bring this in. This is going to be great, by the way. We're going to bring this into the scene. Pimple Bouncer, there it is. Oh, Thomas, it looks great. Yes, yes. And like I said, we need a little bit more room down here. So we're going to extrude it down. Hey, be careful, Thomas. Yep, and then scale. What? That's kind of cool, but I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And we're going to do one more down. Scale. So that means we have plenty of room now to like embed it in objects, right? You always need plenty of room to embed pimples into objects, like the snow. Save this out. Export UV layout. Wait, let me try again. Export UV layout. Layout is hard to say in a Cockney accent. Anyways. Let's go to Unity and pretend that didn't happen. There we go. That looks a lot better. Ignited CMS, you're in my online program. That's awesome. Thanks for joining us. I love meeting my students in the live streams. By the way, guys, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, feel free to do so. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. You can use it however you want. Do whatever you want with it. Just don't make a, you could, I guess you can do whatever you want with it, okay? Just remember this is a Christian channel. Okay, I'm going to go to Object, apply all transforms, save it, go to Unity here. There we go. So now it's a little bit better. So that's going to be our little bounce pad. As you can see, it actually threw in the UV for us. That doesn't work though because, well, oh, look. No name. What? I didn't throw in the UV. So what we need to do is go to materials, We're going to call this pimple. There we go. And it's ready to go. Save that out and then go back to Unity. And then we need to extract the pimple material. There we go. Extract it. And then we go to the pimple and we drag in the, well, nope, that's wrong. Let's go to this UV here. It looks like a spider web, doesn't it? Let's open it in Photoshop. Good. And then save it as a PSD. Why are we saving it as a PSD, guys? Does anybody know the answer? Why are we saving this as a PSD? The reason is because, well, let's see if one of you says the answer. What's good, Thomas? Zombie. Life is good. I'm married. I got kids. I got a dog. I got a house. I got money in the bank. I make games for a living. I can't complain. So I'm very blessed. Okay, we're going to save this out. Okay, good. And I'm going to choose the same kind of nasty colors as the Walker flesh tones. Okay? Because you want it to feel like an enemy. This is kind of going to feel like an enemy, right? We could even have it like emit like spikes. And so you have to bounce on it before the spikes show up. That could be kind of cool. Who knows? There's lots of fun things we could do. So let's take this and paste the color, or not paste, fill the color right here. Save it out. Yeah, Pixel Comet, you gave the right answer. Congratulations. The reason we're using a PSD and not a PNG is so that we can edit it later on the fly. And I'll show you how we're going to do that in just a sec. Good job. For some reason, Toonie Colors Pro. Oh, no, I got it. Wrong material. There's the pimple. So we're just going to drag in that new. There it is. So let's go ahead and, I mean, there's no reason why we should stray away from making this look like a sort of like an anus. So let's go to Photoshop here and do our best here. So what we could do is, before we even get started, my hands are sweating. I can't type. No, we need to do this. We need to bring it down like that. Yeah. Save that. Go back into Unity. Okay, good. All right, go to Photoshop and do a little hole here. Just like this. Just a dark hole. Do an outer glow, but it's going to be an outer glow of darkness here. Good. You guys know me. When in doubt, add a rashy red. Just like this. Good. And then obviously at the sides, you want it to sort of look a little bit darker. All right. This bounciness is going to be extremely fun. Something that many of you have dreamed of, probably. Just the ability to just bounce, bounce, bounce on a fleshy bounce pad. Blur it, and then what I'm going to do is scale it down a little bit like this. Do another blur, big old blur like this, and then we're going to make that red. Look at that. Already good to go. Woo! Save that out. Go to Unity. Oh my goodness. Got ourselves a bounce pad. Okay. We could probably scale out the edges here, so let's do that. And obviously it needs to have sort of a... no, I think it looks good. Let's see here. Yep, scale this a little bit. Nope, scale this a little bit. Whoop, nope. There we go. Scale up, and then scale, whoop, wrong. There we go, scale that up, just like that. Save it out, and then go back into Unity here. Okay, good. And let's add a ton of shine to this bad boy. So what I'm going to do is actually go to, because it's a sort of one-off, it's kind of like an enemy type almost. We're going to use the same materials as the enemy or shader. So we're going to use hybrid shader outline. We don't want it to have an outline. We need to drag in that UV. There we go. Ooh, that looks cool already. We could turn on the lighting actually. And I want it to be stylized, so we're going to use ramp type bands. No, I kind of like crisp better. Yeah, and then we need plenty of shine. Okay, so we're going to go to, is it specular? Yeah. No, it's not specular. What is it? Well, it should be. Huh. You know what? I don't like that. It looks too good. We kind of want it to look old school. So let's go to standard. We're going to crank up the shininess here like that. White is good. And then we're going to remove the UV here. Oh, I thought I did. Huh. Oh, it's the shaded wireframe. That's why. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, I like that. This is game dev. I was thinking of Anakin. What does he say? This is pod racing. Now this is pod racing. Oh man, I should probably make this stream private. It's pretty cringe, huh? The older I get, the more cringe things have become. I can't stop myself. Let's hit apply. There we go. So now we've got this beautiful looking, I mean, honestly, I love it. I'm not joking. I love it. It's so great. And obviously we need plenty of we need a normal map. But what I want to do, yeah, add a mesh collider. It's going to be convex, of course. Save it and let's take a look. Oh, it's much smaller than I thought. Let's see here. We'll scale it up a little bit. And save it. And I'm going to make this a prefab variant. Scroll up. All right. Why are my palms sweating? Prefab variant. Good. And then let's create a... well, let's take a look at it first. It needs to look like something that's clearly bouncy. Boing. Boing. Sweet. Hey, what's going on over here? No, we're good. Okay. There's certain levels of like darkness that just don't work with the pixel shader, and I don't know what's going on there. But overall, that looks pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. We'll have steam coming out of it. It needs to look a little bit more round. So drop this down, then drop this down. Whoops. Drop that down. Does that work? Let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot bouncier. Sweet. That is the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. Let's go into Photoshop. And let's think about adding some texture here. The first thing I want to do is wrinkles. So we're going to go to this here. And all I'm going to do, this is going to be fun. Let me show you guys how we're going to do this. I'm going to select one side of, I don't know a better word, but one side of the sort of web here. So like this. And by the way, guys, anything you like about this live stream, anything at all, let me know the time code below in the comments. Once the video is set to unlisted, you can, or once the video is done, it'll remain up for a day, and you guys can go ahead and list out your favorite time code and why. And my editor will, hopefully, if the time code gets enough upvotes, my editor will add it to the next stream compilation. And if you, man, I can't talk. I'm done. I'm done for the day. Okay, so we can do one side here. This is going to be the some black shadows here. We can move that. And then we can do even one more right here, honestly. And what we can do is select the other side of it like we did earlier when we were creating the planks, we can do white, okay? And it just makes it look like it's sort of a, I can't think of a better word, I'm sorry, but it looks like a fold. Fleshy fold. Okay, the silver star has a great idea. If it's a pimple, it should make a wet squishing sound when you jump on it, like it's gonna pop. What if you could sort of exhaust them? Like, what if you jump on them 5 times, they explode, and you like get launched, like really far away. That sounds like so much fun. I have a problem, and one of the problems is in every single one of my games, I can't think of one game where I haven't done this, where I'm like, I need a bouncy pimple. Every single one, even my first Flash game when I was 18, there was a bouncy pimple. And they're just fun. They're just fun to bounce on. Merge layers together, then we do an overlay. Look at that, okay? Drop off that, and hopefully when we take a look here, yep, now we've got these weird folds. I like that. We could probably get away with doing a rotation here and scale it down like this. Like that, good. We could probably do this actually. And then just fade out some of them using the paintbrush. And by the way, guys, if you haven't subscribed, feel free to subscribe below. Come hang out with me as much as you want or as little as you want. But if you want to hang out a lot, hit that notification bell and it will let you know when I'm live. And I only live stream for about an hour or 2 a day. And so when you get notified, you can come say hi, come hang out, and hopefully, maybe, your comment will be featured in my live stream compilation, which is a dedicated upload every other Friday. Okay. There's that. Let's double click on it, and we're going to create a normal map. This is where it's really going to shine, no pun intended. We're going to go to Filter, 3D, Generate Normal Map, and this is going to make it look, oh yeah, this is going to be great. Click OK, and go to File, Save As. And this is the normal map. Good. That's the normal map. So let's drag in that really quick. It's going to be right here. Ooh, Thomas. Very nice. I like it. Very good. Fix it. Obviously fix it. Super low quality, so 128. Point no filter, hit apply, and now we've got this. Look at that. We probably need some up here, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, first thing is, all you got to do is just create some bulbous sort of pimples. So let's see here. What I can do is do this color here. Oops. That. Do a drop shadow. This will be fun, actually. So there's going to be pimples on top of this pimple. Inner shadow. It's going to be white. This way. Size. Drop. There we go. And then let's increase that drop shadow a little bit. Increase the spread here. And then finally, on top of the entire thing, we're going to do just a subtle shift of that. And then a shift of black as well. Okay. Actually, I think that's fine. So we're going to take this and just put them all over the place. Maybe a big one over here. And I'm going to put this on not the normal map, right? We're currently on the normal map. We're going to put it back on the original. Just need to open that up really quick. And let's see here. Just a little bit of detailing here to make it feel more interesting, you know. We could probably, honestly, put one right here, like this. Oh my goodness. Is that not beautiful? Drop this down as well. And by the way, a lot of you have probably wondered, is Thomas done making dreamy, beautiful, artsy games? No, not at all. So this is just one of my projects where I'm probably going to have a lot more fun. And I'll be honest, making horror games is a lot more fun for me. but I will probably make another dreamy game. That said, it doesn't mean that we're not going to make this one dreamy, and it's not like it's not going to have an emotional story. That looks a lot better. Hold on, maybe even bigger. There we go. Well, it's just a straight up nipple at this point. Let's save that out. That's the normal map app, actually. So let's convert all this to a smart object, duplicate it, and we're going to move it over to the UV. Duplicate. Yep, there we go. Okay, save that one. And then for this one, what we do is we drop just like that. And then actually, let's just merge everything together and go to the 3D generate normal map. And it's just going to generate a normal map for us. You can see that it's the wrong direction, though. So we're going to invert the height. Ooh, Thomas. Save that out. This is going to look great. Oh, yeah. That white looks a little weird. That right there. So let's go to Photoshop here. Double click, go to this, double click. The inner shadow really should be an overlay. Drop it down, there we go. Save it. Okay, let's take a look. Very good. Now that is something that I would really like to bounce on. So let's hit play here. Wonderful. Yeah, it looks really bouncy now. Now we need to figure out how to make it bouncy, and that's for another day. This was really, really fun, guys. If you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit, click below. Totally free. It's my treat to you. You can use it however you like. I seriously want to see you guys succeed. I believe that anybody, I really do, I believe that anybody can make games and potentially even go full-time doing it. And I want to help you out. So use that 2D game kit below. There's also a link to a free webinar below. And if you have trouble finding that, just go to my website, fulltimegamedev.com, and click on free training, and you can watch my webinar on how to secure 6 figures with a demo. This is how I became a full-time game developer. I actually took an unfinished product. It wasn't necessarily a demo, but it was an unfinished product. And I launched it on Kickstarter, and I also launched it or sent emails out to publishers and got published and got some funding from Kickstarter as well. So I want to teach you how to do that. These are 2 totally free resources. There's no gimmicks. And guys, if you like this video, be sure to click like, leave a comment, and more importantly, this is probably the most important thing, anything you thought was really fun about this, leave the time code below, okay? And then a description of the time code and why you thought it was funny or interesting or informative. And my editor will likely include it in the next upload for my channel and even show your name in the comment. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Bye. Let me try that again. Take it easy. Bye.